Thank you. Senator Hassan.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair and Ranking Member Burr, and I want to thank our witness and your family for your willingness to serve. Dr. Califf, I want to return to the topic of opioids. In 1995, the FDA first approved OxyContin, as you have acknowledged, a very powerful opioid drug. Since then, more than 500,000 people have died from opioid-related overdoses. In 2020 alone, over 357 Granite Staters in my home state lost their lives due to opioid overdoses. And tragically, many people first became addicted to opioids through a legal prescription for OxyContin or other FDA-approved drugs. First question, did the FDA make a mistake when it approved OxyContin in 1995?
I think if we look back, approving OxyContin with no long-term studies and no assessment of the addictive capabilities is something that could have been done differently.
In 2001, the FDA revised the OxyContin label to indicate that the drug should be used not just for short-term pain, but when a, quote, continuous around-the-clock opioid analgesic is needed for an extended period of time, close quote. In other words, the FDA specifically indicated OxyContin for long-term use to treat chronic pain. Former FDA Commissioner David Kessler, who led the agency in 2001, has since said that there are no studies on the safety or efficacy of opioids for long-term use, and has called the FDA's 2001 decision a mistake and a, quote, blank check, close quote, for the industry. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, the only little part of it I disagree with is there are now long-term studies underway, but at the time he said it, I think that it was accurate and it could have been done differently. I mean, I'm an evidence-based person, and if we're going to instruct people to take drugs for long periods of time, we need long-term studies.
Well, look, it's an old adage, but it is worth repeating. The first step toward fixing a problem is admitting that you have one. Repeatedly, I've asked FDA officials about this, and I get this kind of vague answer about whether the 2001 relabeling was a mistake. And its failure to admit to having created problems for more than 20 years is part of why we have an opioid crisis in the first place. And it's still troubling to me that we don't have direct acknowledgement by FDA and FDA officials that they made mistakes, and that in 2001, the decision to relabel created an even worse problem. Let me just move forward to one other thing. You became FDA Commissioner in 2016. By that time, we did know an awful lot about the addictive nature of OxyContin and the problems with the label from 2001. Why didn't you take action to change the OxyContin label when you led the FDA in 2016?
Well, what I did was to several things. One is to support these long-term studies that needed to be done to get the evidence, and also contract with the National Academy of Medicine to reset the format for the evaluation of opioids. The tradition at FDA is to evaluate risk and benefit for the person for whom the drug is prescribed. This affects many other people in society, and that was successfully done. So I do believe it has set the framework for that.
But doctor, when you listed, in response to Senator Murray's question, when you listed what we need to do going forward on opioids, you said we need to reassess some things, we need more prescriber education. You cited your own family's experience with getting a 30-day prescription for opioids for minor surgery. If the label were different, the doctor wouldn't have prescribed that family member the 30-day prescription. So explain to me why we shouldn't aggressively be pursuing relabeling.
I think as the evidence comes in, we are going to need to aggressively look at relabeling. That was the purpose of setting a different framework so that we'd have a legal framework for doing that.
The evidence has been here for a long time. It's the evidence of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people dying in this country. It's the evidence that I see when I go to the funeral of a constituent who has been in recovery multiple times and has relapsed. It's the evidence that I see when I go to the funeral for that constituent's sister and listen to the mother who has lost 2 adult daughters to this illness despite their repeated attempts to enter recovery. There is plenty of evidence about what we need to do about this epidemic, and the FDA needs to take the lead. Thank you, Madam Chair.